Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this week's Facebook Live show. I'm Mark Trowbridge with our Coral Gables Chamber of Commerce, and well, once I figure out what camera I'm supposed to be looking at, well,
right there.
It'll be a fantastic afternoon. And today is a special edition, but before we introduce our special guest, how about my favorite local paper boy and the only Grant Miller I'm in love with, Grant Miller here.
Grant Miller here. Well, look, we have a special guest today. I feel privileged because I'm sitting next to her.
I see how you arrange the seating to your benefit.
Yes, but
I'm like all the way over here as if, I've got some kind of communicable disease.
Well, we won't talk about that. Speak about grants. Do you know any other grants?
I don't. I don't. I mean, I'm just going on what people tell me. But, I do know one. Ulysses S. Grant.
Ah, very good.
What did the S stand for?
Super.
Simpson. Thank you.
So can we talk about our guest?
Yes, I want to introduce our incoming chair of the board of our Coral Gables Chamber of Commerce, Anna Chaoui with Grove Bank and Trust. Anna is about 5 or 6 weeks away from taking the helm of our chamber, a role that she has been working toward the last couple of years, but has been very engaged with our chamber for more than a decade. And so we're going to talk with her a little bit about her upcoming conference, the transition from our current chair, Brian Barricat's leadership team to her team, and most importantly, her plans for the upcoming year. But most importantly, Grant.
Yes.
Do you want to hear about my trip to Savannah?
Do you want to hear about his trip to Savannah?
I want to hear about your trip.
Thank you.
I want to hear about her. She's excited. I just found out her son-in-law teaches at Columbus.
Yes.
Sure
Your son is in Columbus.
My
Isn't that
son
more
is in
interesting than
Columbus.
his trip in Savannah?
I'm over here.
I think so.
I'm over here.
Oh, sorry.
Like I'm literally getting your back.
I know. Well, she's the incoming president. How exciting. Chairman.
Absolutely.
Chairman, yeah,
No. And we're going to talk
workshop.
with Anna a little bit about a number of things, but I'll just say this, huge baseball fan. So my nephew and I went to the Savannah Bananas game. It's like a summer league. It's not minor league, but it's like summer league. Like you'd have the Cape Cod League up in New England. Down here, it's called the Coastal League. And the Bananas are the number one team in the division. They've had 243 straight sellouts. And they have the coolest in-game promotion. So I'm just going to tell you about the first one. It happens in the middle of the first inning. So between the bottom of the first and What are you doing? Sounds like me. All right. I'm distracted by my own self. It's so narcissistic. Anyway, after the top of the first, in the middle of the inning, they have the world's slowest relay race. And you want to know what it is?
What?
They literally put three little toddlers out in the grass by the dugout, and their moms are like 20 feet away, and they try to get the kids to crawl to them. And not only did not one of the 3 kids crawl, they just laid there in the grass. And so, the MC of the game, Jesse Owens, who's one of the co-owners, he's trying to get him to move.
The racer? The runner?
No, I just think he's a different Jesse. I might have the last name wrong. You're thinking of the Olympian from 1936.
Olympics.
Well, there you go. I'm very up and happy about the Olympics today.
What? I know you don't
Anyway,
watch.
none of the kids moved, and he declared it a tie. But it was so cute, and I wrote Alfie, and I said, some of these in-game promotions are amazing. You've got to adopt these for the Miami Marlins. So I haven't heard back, but
I think the Miami Heat.
they also have all-you-can-eat concessions. So when you come in, they give you like a paper bag, and you can fill it with hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, popcorn.
As many as you want?
As much as you want, like the first 90 minutes.
How much would you eat?
I had 2 hot dogs, a cheeseburger. I hope Michelle's not listening to this. A thing of popcorn, a diet soda, and a bag of chips. And then the only thing you pay for is beer. And I bought a chocolate-covered and sprinkles banana.
Wow. I love this.
What are you happening? What's happening?
I'm excited.
This never happens during our regular show.
I'm excited. We have a guest.
All
Can
right.
I learn about her?
Please,
all I know is
go for it.
Follow
your notes there.
My notes. Oh, got to follow the notes.
No, they're
but I have to know. She goes to his meetings. She's very quiet. Chamber events.
And
now she's a chairman.
Quiet.
Come on, this
she's
is
an
impressive.
observer more so than some of her predecessors. She doesn't have the.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 boys.
How old?
They are
you speak up a little bit.
29. My oldest one, 16 is my boy, and then I have a stepdaughter. I won't reveal her age just yet.
Not yet.
She's a lady. We literally sit down and like, how old are you?
No, I'm curious because I getting to know you.
Getting to know all about you.
Oh.
That was good.
Thank you.
Okay, so where'd you grow up?
So I grew up in Carroll City.
I did too.
Did you really?
I was born next to Northland High School.
Well, I grew up on 47th Avenue.
Oh, that was
185th.
near the shopping center.
The shopping center. Yeah.
That's in Miami Gardens for us. You're out of towners.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Where'd you go to
yes.
high school?
I went to American High.
Oh, yeah, we know. America's right on the border.
It's right on the board.
Yeah.
Right?
Where'd you go to junior high?
I went to Lake Stevens Junior High School.
And where'd you go to college? Did you go to college?
Yes.
Where'd
I
you
went
go?
to Miami-Dade.
Can you hear?
Mhm.
Can you check the voice? Make sure you can hear. Went to Miami-Dade and then
Miami-Dade.
FIU?
Yep.
And how'd you get into the banking business?
I got into banking just randomly. It's a long story, but basically I met a guy at a bar, and that's how it all started.
Grant, this is
You wait,
right
start
up.
again. I missed that.
This is right up your alley. Grant, do you know any
I
other
swear.
Grants?
Wait, you met a who? Start again.
A guy at a bar. And so I bumped into him a couple of times, and he ended up being HR specialist or something like that at Sun Bank at that time. And
Did he try to pick you up? Do you remember his name?
I remember his name, yeah.
She's very good at avoiding
God, I knew,
avoiding your
right?
questions, and I like that.
But,
She's evasive. I like it.
But yeah, and I was like looking for a job, so he got me a part-time banking job in Bow Harbor. So I was a teller.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's impressive.
In Bell Harbor.
In Bow Harbor.
Bell
That's
Harbor's
where I met
like
my
this
husband.
big.
That's where you met your husband?
That's where I met my husband.
Was he a customer?
No. He also worked there as well.
Do you remember when it was Sun Bank back in the day?
I remember those banks like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
All right,
Sun
so let's talk about important things.
Sure.
Eric from Everglades Trust, what's his name?
Eric Eichenberg.
Because Eric Eichenberg. Grant needs to do a promotion video of the upcoming Marlin games. That's what he just sent.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should do that. Okay.
I'm sure Alfie would get us a media pass.
Okay.
It
Alfie.
would be one time only.
Yeah, he's a Columbus boy, Alfie.
Okay. Yeah,
you know
I
that?
met him.
Yeah, he's one of your members.
I met him.
Anna
at
went
the
with me maybe a year and a half ago with Juan Carlos. We went to the Fan Fest,
pre-COVID.
and they had some of the chamber leaders there. And so Anna accompanied me, and then we got to kind of walk around. And
It was pretty cool.
and actually,
Take
I was thinking,
me out to the
ball game. But what I was thinking was, like, her son thought it was okay to hang with us,
Mhm.
when a lot of teenagers might be like, "Mom,
Yeah.
who's
Your
this
son's
clown?"
cool?
And then he got to go like underneath, and we met some players. I
Right.
think.
Really?
Yeah, we got to take pictures.
Yeah,
with them.
that's
It was
right.
pretty
Let's see how
cool.
good you are as a Columbus mom.
Oh,
Flag bearer
yes.
for the Olympics.
Mhm.
What high school did you go to?
He went to Columbus.
Eddie Alvarez. Yeah.
Mhm.
And what sport did he do last Olympics?
He did skating.
God, she's on it.
Mhm.
He was a speed skater.
Skater.
And he
Did he
was-
win
And
a
he
medal
won
in that?
2
Yes.
silver medals.
Yeah, he went to Columbus,
How
played
did he go-
baseball.
Where did he train?
No, he played baseball at Columbus, didn't, and then skied in high school and college.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about something more important right
Mhm.
now, other than Columbus.
How is anything else more important than
Get
that?
your shots. What do you think about that?
So, we were with the county mayor this morning. You and I were guests of our friends at Bean Automotive Group. And I want to thank Joaquin for inviting us and congratulate Lori Bean, and of course, Chris Roberts and the whole team there, great trustees of our chamber. They are doing a pilot program with the Beacon Council, Miami-Dade College, Career Source, and of course, Bean Automotive to really grow their own talent in terms of automotive techs. And so this was the first class of students, all gentlemen and one young lady who are going to go through this program. And, when you think of automotive techs today, it's completely different than when we were growing up, because it's all computer, it's all data, it's all, the brains of a vehicle and the future in terms of autonomous vehicles, electric vehicles, and things like that. So what's great is they'll get paid going through the program. And most importantly, they will be the talent pool of the future for Bean Automotive.
It was pretty exciting. By the way, Joaquin, best of luck today. Well, he's at the hospital.
Well, we're
Check up.
thinking of you. The other thing I was going to mention
He's
is that
trustee.
at the end, Daniela Levine Cava, our mayor, said, folks, please get the shot. 98% of the new cases that are also ending up in many significant hospitalizations are from the non-vaccinated. We've dealt with that ourselves at the chamber. So very conscious of the fact that you have to be careful. The shots are there. They're available. Please take advantage. And most importantly, if you're not going to do that, and we understand that some folks are not, then please continue to mask up, social distance, the things that we were doing for more than a year. Last week, 76,000 new cases in Florida, which was nearly double from the week before, and a 14% positivity rate. We're back in the thick of it in terms of those numbers. So please, and if you have any questions or want to know where to go, then call us, reach out to us, hit us up on social media. We'll find you a place.
Well, again, it was outstanding. We had the mayor there. We had, who else spoke? Chris Roberts.
You had Chris Roberts, of course, who used to be on the board of the chamber back in about 2005, 2006. You had Michael Finney from the Miami-Dade Beacon Council. You had Rick Beasley,
He's
of course.
always dapper.
He is.
It could be 150 degrees.
I was
He's
noticing
dapper.
his shoes today.
And he's sporty shoes. You see
Very
his socks,
sporty.
but not like mine, of course.
Well, yours are like, taste the rainbow. And then, of course, you had Madeline Pumariega, the president of Miami-Dade College, speak. But I'd never met Lori Bean before, and she kind of kicked things off. And what a great story she is, and what a big organization she's running. It's a family-owned business, and really proud of her. And thanks for being a partner. I've heard from both, Dr. Harrison and other leadership at Miami-Dade College that they're looking for other opportunities to expand. So they'd like to do something in the HVAC space, in the space around electricians and plumbing. Those trades right now are very, very difficult to find folks who are trained. They're incredibly high paying. A couple of years ago, when we were in DC and meeting with the Secretary of Labor, he talked to us about these apprentice programs and how we needed to find a way to train the journeymen and women of the future. And he said, right now, if you were a talented and skilled bricklayer, mason, you can make $60,000 a year.
That's
coming right out of a very, very good apprenticeship program. So, I know there's a lot of desire to have people go to 2-year and 4-year institutions and get master's degrees, but we have a huge need for folks who want to learn a trade. And we have great programs right here. So thanks for that partnership. And lean on our chamber, too, because we have a lot of companies that are looking for talent.
No, that's
I'm being serious.
Oh, sorry.
I'm making an appeal.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Banana appeal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us what's happening in August in the chamber.
What's happening? So we have our annual conference on the 19th and 20th.
Oh, wait. That gives Mark a chance to eat his ice cream.
Yeah. I see
Sorbet.
Sorbet.
that. I don't have one. So we
You
start
don't look like us. That's why.
So we start off with our gem dinner, and we're honoring Ron Sheffield from Berkshire Hathaway.
Home Services, EWM.
EWM.
Keep going.
And then we have our conference on Friday, the 20th, where we will have some special guests. We have Ron McGill from Zoom Miami. We have for our luncheon, our keynote speaker is the general manager from the Miami Marlins, Kim Ning.
Wait. Who is she?
She's the first female general manager for Major League Sports.
It is outrageous. It's
It is.
Unbelievable. Pro football right now, as you know, there's women coaches coaching pro football. It's exciting.
Incredible. It's incredible.
They are. We saw that last year, 2 years ago in the Super Bowl, I think, for the 49ers.
We did.
No head coach yet, no associate head coach yet, no GM yet. But you know what? A lot of credit to Derek Jeter and the entire Marlins family that said, we're going out and hiring the best GM we can. And you know who that candidate was?
That's right.
Kim Ing. And the reality is, we're not going to be talking about her in the sense of, being the new this or the first that. It's going to be, what's the season been like? What's the future like? Tell us how the players are developing.
Yeah,
people
don't want to hear about that she's a woman. We want to know how they're going to develop tomorrow.
Listen, people are tough on GMs, just like they are on head coaches. And I think, she worked in the New York Yankee system. So I have no doubt that she is up to the task and ready to take our questions. So
what else is happening in August?
So we have an
You're
author.
doing great.
Thank you.
She's doing great.
Thank you. Thank
She's
you.
very confident leader.
I know.
You just keep interrupting her. So,
It's okay. Don't
let
worry.
her get on a
Don't
roll.
worry, don't worry.
She did preparation.
I
Unlike you, who
did.
shows up here with a script I wrote.
You see?
Okay,
So we have an author,
Who?
Les Standiford. So he has a book out now talking about the history of the Ringling Brothers and Barnabas Bailey circus.
Were you born when they was around?
I remember the circus.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm not that young.
You're a tough customer here
I
today.
know.
I'm so
right?
happy.
Let me just remind I want to remind our viewing audience, this is how Grant thinks he flirts.
I'm not flirting. She's married. She's got like a dozen kids.
She said she has 2 and a
Two.
stepdaughter.
I do.
Okay.
And we have 2 grandchildren too.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
We do.
Sweet, right?
Is it great?
It's a fantastic. They're 10 and 2, so fantastic.
Where's the 10-year-old live? In Miami?
Yeah.
Oh,
with
great.
My mom, with with my stepdaughter. So yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting. Okay,
They're
keep going.
exciting.
What else we got?
So we also have Kareem Elish. I hope I said that correctly. So he's with Florida Polytechnic University.
Where-
And so that university is, I think it's Central Florida.
It is kind of south, central, west Florida, kind of over Lakeland area.
Mhm.
It's the newest state university. that
That's a
we
state?
have. Florida Polytechnic is a
Mhm.
state university, and we've had a really great alliance with them over the last couple of years. 2 reasons why. They have a great president, Randy Avent. And then secondly, their biggest recruiting area and biggest part of their student base is from Miami-Dade County.
Oh, everybody loves Miami-Dade.
You know what? The coolest thing they have there is they have an alliance with a business partner, and they developed one of the first tracks where autonomous vehicles are tested.
Very cool.
So they've got a lot of open space over there in Southwest Florida.
I think it's the first STEM university, correct?
That is
So,
correct.
Hey.
Full STEM.
full
Before
STEM.
you go on, I interrupt because I have OCD, ADD.
It's okay. Don't
You
worry.
have to pay attention, and you're going
And
to
we gotta
catch
go a
on.
bit fast.
Take me out to the.
Ball game.
She's it. She's in.
Natural.
All right, keep going.
She's a baseball
That's-
mom, like Erica.
Oh, your
you know,
son's
they're
playing.
baseball
Your son plays.
moms.
He doesn't play for Columbus though.
What travel team is he playing?
So he's currently with 305 Recruiting.
They got
Yeah.
orange shirts.
They do.
Omar?
They do. Omar, no.
Who's the coach?
They have Marcus
Oh no, but I saw.
Black, Coach Black.
I just saw their uniforms.
Mhm.
It's not hurricane. It's hurricane colors.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's 305. I love it on their
305.
hats. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty
Where do
cool.
they practice out of?
Miami.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
cool stuff.
You did do any
So-
tournaments?
Yeah.
Where this
we
weekend?
we did one about 2 weeks ago
Where?
at Jupiter. They have another one this
Great
week.
complex.
Yeah. They have another one this weekend for Perfect Game in Fort Myers. So
Well, that's a real deal. They get timed, real stuff.
What
Cool
does that mean, time?
Well, Perfect Game is an organization that you play in a tournament. You play against them, but they time you. You got to. They see how fast you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How fast your ball. People go.
I thought you were talking about the baseball game. I'm like, baseball games are slow.
How fast the ball comes off of the bat, how fast the ball releases from your hand. I'm
Oh.
a catcher, how quick it goes from your glove to your hand to the base.
So not just the pitcher and velocity.
No. They scout everything, and people don't realize, college scouts. It's not like that anymore. You go to these Perfect Games, and when you're done, they look at it and go, okay, this guy does this, and so it's
Mhm.
really scientific, real now. It's like what was the
Okay.
movie name with the guy from Oakland A's? There was a movie about him.
Yes, it was Billy Bean.
Good. I just want to test
there
it.
you go.
Not your Billy Bean. Another
Not
Billy.
my Billy Bean. The other Billy Bean that was at the Oakland A's.
See?
There you go.
Okay, keep going. I'm excited.
So,
Are you
we
going to
have
come
Where?
to the conference.
Of course.
Stand in the back.
Stand in the back. He doesn't let me
Very
sit.
cool. He doesn't let you
No,
sit. Why
he
not?
pays me. I have to
Reason.
pay more to stand.
Oh, okay. I get that.
So keep going. What else?
Twice as much.
So we have other surprises going on. We're waiting for a couple other confirmations, and then we have our main sponsor, which is Doctors Hospital.
Very proud of them. Thank you, Elsa and team, and
Who's the CEO there?
Javier Hernandez Lichtel.
I like that. I knew him when he only had one last name.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe never. He only had
He came here, from Louisiana, and was in a management training program for healthcare, and that was over 35 years ago. And he stayed, and he's moved up the ranks over and over
Yeah,
again.
every hospital is getting better and better.
He's been CEO at least 2 hospitals, possibly 3, and now we'll see how the transition goes with Mr. Keeley retiring and Bo Bollinger moving up, and see who fills that position, COO.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. All right. What else? What else we got going on in August? We have Reconnect. When's that?
We have Reconnect. That is
Reconnect
in
is
2
next
weeks,
week. Yep.
or-
Yep.
Where's
so
that?
it's a week after. No, it's next week. It's on the 4th.
Where?
Virtual.
Virtual. Okay.
And we're announcing today that we have an official date for Rising Star, and that is on Wednesday, August 11th at Tour Kitchen, which is on Giralda. So one of our newer restaurant members, and they're going to be hosting us. It'll be a smaller affair than it used to be, but we'll be honoring 4 or 5 young professionals.
And we're also roasting Brian.
We are going to roast Brian.
Oh God, it's so easy to roast him.
We've been playing around with different titles, like A Star Is Burned
I mean,
and things like that.
Is he always? He has a dry sense of humor. Or is he funny?
Oh, I think he's very funny.
He's fun.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know because I don't talk to him.
I mean, there are times where he's dry, but he's more sarcastic, I think.
Right.
Is
See, Mark doesn't let me talk. He
his
says,
style.
"You're Grant. If you talk to too many members, you chase them away." So that's why he makes me stand.
You are one of our best recruiters. By the way, you're having a great month. I think you've got 2 trustees this
and
month.
who else? Anybody else got 2?
No, I don't think so. We're up to 5. So
I got 40%.
2 is you. Yeah.
Wow.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
There
So,
you go.
Mark, talk about the conference a little bit. Save the
So I'll
date.
supplement what Anna shared with you. And what's great about the conference is that, it really has the fingerprints and the, personality and goals of the incoming chair on them. And so, Anna didn't just, show up here today and talk about it. She's been working on this since really the beginning of the year. We weren't 100% know where we would be in August. So we're very hopeful, even with some of these, variant issues that will be together. Really excited about honoring Ron. Ron is one of the most humble and kind and
Class act.
total class act, but always sort of eschews the spotlight. And so I want to say thank you to him and to Anita, his lovely
I
wife,
was just going to say, Anita carries him on
for
his shoulder.
saying yes. And it's also going to help us, really kind of, keep our numbers where we need them to be. We'll announce at the top of next week some of the young professionals that are being honored not only with Rising Star, but our American in the Making program. And, like Anna mentioned, I think what we're most excited about is that the program where Kim Eng is being featured will also be our Businesswoman of the Year Awards. That is a partnership with Equitable Advisors. So we'll be honoring a number of great women in our chamber.
You said
And
age.
Anna is a finalist as well. We don't want to gloss that over, but it is a big day for her too, in more ways than one. But we got great sponsors, including Grove Bank and Trust. She mentioned our friends at Doctors Hospital, so thank you to them. But we work closely with the Alan Morris Company, City National Bank.
There's
and a
another
number of
class
others.
that guy, Alan Morris.
Absolutely.
Okay,
and
you-
we started this 13, 14 years ago.
So the older I get a little confused. It's called young rising stars. What's young? To
40
me-
and under.
Okay, no, is that what it is?
It is 40 and under.
It needs in 5 more years. It's got to get to 50 because young is
Well, true story. When Brian Barakat applied some years ago, I saw the list of finalists, and I said to Erica, Brian is just very mature, but maybe looked a little bit older than 40. I said, you need to figure out if he's really 40 or under, and then he was fake offended, but it was really funny that then fast forward a number of years later, and now he's chairman.
So tell me the road how you become chairman. The rumors were that somebody asked who wants to be the next chairman, and everybody took a
Like
step
not
back,
it.
and you're on the phone. You go, oh shoot, I'm it. Did you think about doing it?
Initially, no. I mean, I started the chamber, I think, right when Mark started the chamber with my previous
Oh, you've been involved
employer.
15 years?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She started when she was 20?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she was working under some folks who were also
Mhm.
very dedicated to the chamber, folks like Frank Fernandez and others. And
Right.
so they brought along their
Frank who?
team. Frank
Frank.
from the bank.
Frank, no, I call it Frank the Bank. You say Frank from the bank?
I don't think he calls it Frank the bank.
I call him Frank the Bank.
No, but it's Frank from the bank.
Oh, okay.
That's his whole brand, and you're mucking it up.
Good.
So he was like, here's your BlackBerry and go join the chamber. And I was
Really?
like, oh, okay. So mind you, I'd never done any kind of chamber.
I just thank
Stuff.
goodness that
And
he's
you were running a
Yeah.
branch at the
I
time.
was running
Which
a
for
branch
what bank?
it was U.S. Century Bank at the time. And
You were at the end of the street.
Right.
From
They
the
had
chamber.
They had a Merrick Park office actually. So right across the street from Coral Gables High
I
School.
remember that one.
Mhm.
Now it's like a sales center, that building.
Yeah, they were supposed to. I think I don't know, but they had sold it some years ago, and then I just kept, trying to get more involved over the years. Was an ambassador, a diplomat. And then I took helm of the trustee council, the treasurer, and then, they
Wow.
asked me to be chair. at some
And how many
point.
years does it, when you got asked to be chair, that was like 2 years ago?
It was about 3 years ago,
Yeah.
more or less.
Because we start the nominating process in February.
Mhm.
So
It's pretty exciting for
Yeah.
the company that you work with.
Of course.
It's truly an honor because
It is.
I don't think Coconut Grove Bank's ever been a chairman.
Grove Bank and Trust, and no,
Coconut Grove Bank either.
neither.
No, neither.
And I'll tell you the story because I think Anna is being, like Ron, deflecting. But we identify people who obviously are going to have the talent to lead. But there are, I think, key positions that we want them to serve in. So I think having a knowledge of us as a nonprofit business, being the treasurer, probably other than the chairman, the trustee council chair is the highest profile position, more so than the chair-elect or first vice chair. But understanding, sort of how the committees work and understanding how, the dynamism of volunteers. We're 100% volunteer driven. We have a staff of 6 or 7. But the other side of this, you have to have a company that's going to stand behind you. And the night that we had a nominating committee, we were actually meeting at Anna's branch at Grove Bank and Trust. And they were going to host an event shortly thereafter. So she was there working away, and we're meeting there in one of her conference rooms. And, we had already kind of narrowed the list down. And the goal was that I knew I'd see her former boss there that night.
And who's your former boss?
Rick Kusai. And so we went to kind of corner him, myself and the chair at the time, to get his blessing, because Anna can't do what she needs to do without having the support, because she's got a very big job, and you're going to want the resources, mostly time, behind being able to step away, whether it's something as simple as I need to attend this committee meeting or hop on this call, or I need to represent at a ribbon cutting, or I need to preside over a couple meetings a month. So Rick, of course, super gracious. And now, even with Rick's departure, she has a leader who's one of the most community-oriented, outward community-facing people. He kind of wrote the book locally.
Who's that?
And his name's Sheldon Anderson. And so
he's it.
A huge thank you, because right away, Anna went and said, I just want to make sure, hi, I'm running this office for you, and B, I'm the incoming chair for the Coral Gables Chamber. And so,
well, it's truly great for the bank because they get so much more recognition. The trial for Brian will take place. They call it a trial on August 24th.
Yes.
And Juan, we are not hosting a debate for the city of Hialeah. We already endorsed Steve Bovo, but thank you for asking. Take me out to the ball game. We already sang with that. Live with George. We already did that.
Hi, George. I asked about you a couple weeks ago because we missed you. So welcome back.
All right. So we didn't get to finish the whole thing. So what do you do at the bank? You're a branch manager. What is your assignment? Marketing manager.
Market manager.
Market. Okay. What is your goals of the market manager?
So to bring in business. So we are a full retail bank. We have services from a simple checking account to lending to wealth management. So our wealth management has trust powers. We've had trust powers for since I think the 50s or 60s, and we can manage your money. We can, be your trust person.
We talk about it all the time about being involved with the chamber. If you don't put anything into the chamber, you're not going to get anything out. So you're putting a lot of energy, a lot of time in your company is, and you'll benefit as everybody benefits. So anybody who's watching you, if you're a member, if you bank at
Grove Bank,
not Coconut Grove Bank, and Trust, speak to Anna and get involved with Coral Gables Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely.
No, and let me tell you, a lot of folks who get involved with our chamber are exactly, of the skill set that Anna has, in terms of they're out building business every day. So they have to expand their networks. It's a core part of our business. But we couldn't do what we do if we didn't have folks like Anna. Again, being volunteer driven, they come to the table with not only that background in terms of expertise, but they're there doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is creating a platform for them. And so even with her, some previous organizations she worked with, she was always on that pathway. But what's cool about Grove Bank and Trust is that you have, great leadership there. But over the years, we've had involvement from the bank. You mentioned on the wealth side, we've gotten to know folks like Libby. We've gotten to know Emilio, of course. And you worked with him for a while. And when you were at the different location in the Gables.
Absolutely.
And it's great because those folks stay sort of in your inner circle, but they also, understand what you do. So when Anna says, I'm in the chair-elect, or I'm the incoming chair, they understand what that means. And listen, we're a very busy, active chamber. There's not a lot of sleepy days. It's like run. All
right, married, 2 kids, grandchildren, run a bank, and now you're the chairman,
Mhm.
incoming chair of the number one chamber in South Florida, ranked by South Florida Business Journal. They
That
haven't
was
come out.
last year. We're willing to admit that we stepped back to
Wait,
number
last year, who
two.
got it last year?
We were
did
number
that
one last year.
Okay.
And now this year it's Greater Miami Chamber.
Who rated that?
The South Florida Business Journal.
No wonder.
Are you
I
asking for a
unsubscribe with you guys now.
Are you asking for a recount?
Wait. Where it should have been a no year for anybody.
Well, I will say this: of the top 20 chambers, 19 of the 20 reported obviously some losses because of COVID,
Right.
and one reported growth.
And that's great.
And they ended up number one because of it. So.
Interesting. Okay. Well, South Florida Business Journal, keep up the good work. All right. So, spa month. Are we going together?
I thought it would be really fun to do like a
Grant, and
couples
Grant.
massage.
The other
So here's
Grant?
like my vision, and I close my eyes. So I feel like you and I get a couples massage, like something with like a wiry brush, because I feel like we need.
What do you got? What are you, a wolf with back?
No, but we need to exfoliate, or we could do a hot stone. I think Howard should be in the room with us, with multiple cameras.
I've been stoned before, so
I
people throw
appreciate
rocks
that.
at me. So, what's your favorite spa?
Boy, I probably would tell you it's the Biltmore.
Expensive, huh?
No, the spa month you can get treatments between $99, $139, and $199.
Which one do you do?
I am doing. I'm doing
you get me all
the
nervous.
139, I believe, which is it's like two treatments. So maybe it's the 199 where it's 50-minute massage and then a facial. But I'm also doing one this Friday up at the Addition with my niece, Diana.
Where's
and
the
my nephew.
Addition?
It's on Miami Beach. So we're doing an afternoon massage and then staying for dinner.
Can you imagine getting all that stuff? You don't have time. And you got baseball tournaments to go to.
She's
Oh
going to
my
be
gosh.
traveling this weekend.
You're traveling?
I am.
Yeah, she told you she's going to Fort Myers.
Yeah, in Fort Myers.
It's like you're not even here.
I'm here. It was talking about Jupiter, Fort Myers. They got great baseball. Have you been there yet?
No, not till
Great
Fort
baseball
Myers.
diamonds. Your son will love it. Okay, what else we got going on?
Clay, they have like a nice mix of clay on the infield.
Yes, perfect.
All right.
Well, social media engagement.
So I'll just say this
Keep
about Spa Month. You can still go in August. It's July and August. The only participating spa that's a member of ours is in the Gables, and that's, of course, the Biltmore. Not available on Saturdays, so you want to book Monday through, I guess, Friday, and then I don't know if they're open on Sunday, but check it out at Spa Month, which is part of the GMCBB's Temptation programs. And then we're just days away from the start of Miami Spice. That starts on August 1st.
Yes.
The Gables has 20 restaurants participating, of which I think 6 are members of ours. So I already mentioned Tour Kitchen, so you'll want to check that
Where
out. I
is that?
believe they're only doing it at lunch.
Which for the kitchen?
It's right on Giralda in the 200 block, across from the parking lot behind Books and Books.
Gotcha. Well, memberships. How are we doing this month?
It's a
You know?
really great
That's a
month.
great
Where
month.
I have to ask you a question. Who's
Sure.
leading? Who's leading
Am I-
and selling the trustees?
am I
Now
answering?
you are.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I think you're tied.
Who?
Maybe Jen. I think we're up to 5.
Okay, I gotta get.
So
I
you
got-
brought in Kids Medical. Thank you, Wayne Bracken, and you worked on that with me. And Wayne, by the way, has accepted our offer to go to lunch, the 3 of us.
Where?
I don't know. I think we'll set it up.
And we University Credit Union
University Credit Union, which has come in, and I want to thank Al Rose and Mike
and
and
Jennifer
everybody.
worked on that really good too.
Sure. I mean, she's very good at the follow-up.
She's a great follow-up.
And then we had a new law firm come in yesterday, and then something, I think, today. And then we've got 2 more pending.
So, if you get on the board
Mm-hmm.
as you're the incoming chair, the board members have to do something, right? They can't just sit there and say, "I'm a board member."
Exactly.
What's their first goal? Sell members, right?
Yep. They sell memberships. So it's kind of,
Is it by quarter or by month? Do you keep track of it?
we do on a
Me
monthly
too.
basis.
Look at her. Why are you two smiling at each other?
Because
this
it
is
comes
kind of
up-
the inside baseball
Yeah.
conversation, but every board member does have a financial
No, that's not
commitment.
that's not inside baseball.
And we
Everybody
do
knows that.
chart it every single month, so they know right where they
If you
stand.
like, I could publish that in the paper on the front page or on our thing and make board. This is a general problem. People get on a board and they don't do anything. This is
we
the
don't allow that.
Cora Gables Chamber, and I'm involved with a lot of chambers. This one is pushing hard
Yeah.
and fast. it's very lucky that you guys you're the captain coming out of this thing. You're going to kick butt. So how close are we to our goal?
So we're a little bit behind where I'd like us to be on the trustees, but we've got 3 days and 90 minutes left in the month of July. And the real deadline for that is because we're putting our directory to print. So if you're thinking about joining and you want that great benefit of being in a directory that's in 30,000 of them that we print, then you want to join by Friday. Or if you're past due a little bit on renewal and you want to make sure you're in that directory, you just need to renew by Friday. And then we'll roll with it. We're at 30 new members already.
I have to call out Amy's leading the sales there, right?
She's one of our top producers
Amy,
in terms of board members and volunteers.
Amy Livergood Donner, you need to sell some more membership. The month's almost coming up.
She does such a great job.
Why is she always using her maiden name?
Because I've known her brother since 1975.
Is he a Livergood too?
John Livergood, yeah.
Oh, Liver. Am I saying it wrong?
Livergood.
What?
And her father's famous.
He is? A Livergood?
Yeah, Martinberger. And the Taurus? That was before your time.
I know the Taurus. No, I went to the Taurus.
The guy who sold.
And I went to the new Taurus.
I know. So I know the Livergoods. John.
They owned the Taurus?
No, he sold burgers outside. So I've known John, her brother, since 1974, I think. How about that one?
That's nice. You know who was president in 1974?
Tell me, Ronald Reagan?
No.
Who?
Gerald Ford.
Close. Okay, so what promotions? You enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan was elected in 1980.
Really? I know that was the first person.
And then 84, he was reelected.
No, Reagan was the first president I voted for.
His attempt on his assassination?
It was within 60 days of his inauguration. It was in March of 81.
I remember that.
He was outside the D.C. Hilton, and they came out after he had spoken at a Chamber of Commerce luncheon.
Wow.
And it was in the open air, and 4 people were shot that day.
Right. There's some laws about that. Okay. Let's talk about July memberships. What's going on? We got promotions.
So we're at 30 members so far. Our goal is probably to close at least 4 more trustees, and that won't quite get us to our goal, but it's a good update and a good uptick. And then we still have the whole month of August in terms of sales, and we're working on the budget and a lot of other elements that are part of the year. And then Anna is putting together her leadership team, so she's partway through her board selections. And then next she'll work on her committee chair.
What is that? I mean, you have a board of directors. So what's the leadership team? What's that?
So now we do our committee chairs. So we pick different people to run our ambassadors, our special events. There's like other categories under that. So we place those individuals there.
Again, when new people come to the chamber to events, they get nervous.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
They get nervous. They don't know how to. They don't know. This might.
I mean, Anna mentioned that herself. That Frank kind of threw her into the deep end there and said, "All right, here are your business cards. Now go network."
Right. That's how a lot of companies do it.
But I'll tell you, yes, the first few times that I went to chamber events, I was like, But after a while, you really do get to meet, different people, and they end up being your friends, your close friends. I mean, half of my Facebook is probably all chamber members that I've met throughout the years, and we've grown close with each other. So I think it's at the end of the day, yes, it's to do business, but we are a community, and we become friends, family in many different ways. So it's great.
Right. I see it, and it's the last event was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
It was, again, that girl, the young lady, 13.
Yeah. She was amazing.
She stole the show. We talked about it last time. She stole the show.
Did.
All right, so summer reading. I don't know what's wrong with his mic. It's
I think you're just nervous and you're fidgeting underneath it.
I'm nervous. I'm probably pulling the wire. That's what it is. Okay, summer reading.
Anna mentioned Les Standiford, who is on our summer reading list, is going to be speaking at her conference. That's on the Friday, the 20th of August. He's in, I think, the 11 a.m. slot, and it's going to be great because it's a book about the history of the circus, but those were businesses. And so he's going to work that kind of business angle. And it's just a fun way to keep people rejuvenated and excited before we head into our awards luncheon. And I'll go back to just, Anna's comments about getting to connecting the chamber. My favorite thing about our chamber as a staff person kind of looking from the inside out, is the relationships formed by our members. So I know that when people can form those relationships, they're finding other folks who share values with them, maybe want to do business with them or potentially in the future, but mostly they're just warm, likable people. I can't say that our chamber used to always be like that. When I got here, a number of board members told me 15 years ago, oh, it's become very cliquish. It's become very like, just this little in crowd, or it's very just the men. And I don't think anybody would say that today. No. Are there groups that people have really bonded? Yes, you see it on social media, but those folks have stayed very connected even through COVID. Mm-hmm. And when I see people like Christina Miller going out to dinner with like 2 other chamber member couples and with their partners or spouses, like it really warms your heart, because we created that. That's okay. We're together. You're the other Grant now.
I'm the other Grant. So can you read George? He ate at some restaurant.
All right. Let's see. Have you heard anything about Eating House? Yes. Eating House is moving to Giralda.
Oh, nice.
And what about that other restaurant? He ate alligator taco.
Eclectico. We did 2 events there. We did their grand opening back in June, and then our July event with the Bar Association was there. And that's at the Shops at Merrick Park. And it's on the corner there next to Yard House. So you got to kind of make sure you find it. I love it for 2 reasons. I love Ramsey and his family and the investment they made. This is their 3rd restaurant that they've done, not only in the city of Coral Gables, but at the Shops at Merrick Park. And if you walk in from the side, they planted a bunch of like really authentic looking cacti. What? And of course, the city cited them for doing that.
And you know how they got caught? At
some drone. Aaron's drone.
No, it was caught before. Before.
Yeah, Andy Peach, who's the GM there at the mall, told me, and I said, "Listen, of course I love it because it's different, and because it's different, it's not allowable." But
let's talk about.
We're here to help.
August 6th. What's happening August 6th?
So August 6th is our book club. We've got an event with Doctors Prilatinsky, Isaac and Ora Prilatinsky, and it's a book really on belongingness. And I think a lot of us have probably felt to some degree disconnected over the last year and a half. And while we've been socially distant, it's really been our chamber and other chambers who have worked to keep people socially connected. And even in the 2-dimensional space, there have been ways to do that effectively. Ours has been mostly program driven, but as we have started to come together since December, even in small groups, I see people really miss one another. At the breakfast last week, my biggest takeaways were, 1, how people were very orderly and they got seated like by 8:02, which never happens. And then they were quiet, really engaging with the program, because I think they were so hungry for something in that reality space. And then the other piece was just how much people missed each other. I mean, you really saw it. I was meeting with some prospects yesterday, and they were our guests at the breakfast. And one of the things that both Jennifer and George said to me was, wow, are they always like that? And I'm like, they're never like that. Because I do think people have come back with a purpose. And so that intentionality and that engagement, I hope we can sustain that, because it was really lovely.
It was great. So your magazine's coming out.
It is
coming out.
It's going to debut with Anna's conference. So we're right now at the most critical deadline. So join or renew by Friday to be in the directory. And Morgan can tell you more. I think we've kind of closed shop on the advertising sales, but I'm hearing that we'll surpass last year's number by somewhere in the neighborhood of like 15%.
Great.
Overlap.
Another year of double-digit growth.
That's exciting. And it's do you know what the cover is yet?
I don't. We're still tinkering with that. I'll know a little bit more. I know what we have talked about, but I have not seen the artwork.
Well, last year's issue was unbelievable, and hopefully this will be better.
Well, and last year was, of course, a new relationship with Coral Gables magazine. And so, Rich and JP and Amy to the rescue. But, the entire team there, including Gail Scott, have been very much engaged in the chamber. So, we have a new trustee coming in that Gail helped refer. And I love that, because when our members do that, it tells me a couple things. It informs me that they value the chamber, but they're comfortable telling their clients about getting involved with us. So that's all upside. By the way, I love the new Chiron. I love seeing Alice's
name run across.
Running across with Cat Marketing, of course. And I know she worked with Michael, but I saw her at the Eclectical event that George was
did
asking
too.
about. So
I think it's time.
here we go.
Can you get
And I'm
going
going to help Anna
All right, Anna,
Oh,
you
so
got
that you
to
don't make her
you gotta-
nervous.
quick.
Do it.
Ready? Your
Do
favorite taco place. Go.
Koyo.
Your favorite cowboy
Oh.
or cowboy movie. Go.
Oh, I don't know, John Wayne.
He was a great cowboy.
He was
You know what his
I
real name
guess.
was? Marion Morrison.
As a kid,
Mm-hmm.
what was your favorite Christmas gift?
What was my favorite Christmas gift?
What was?
I had a Snoopy thing.
How old were you?
I don't know, maybe 6 or
Okay, that's
7.
a boy.
By the way, if Grant was answering that, it'd be Malibu Barbie.
Your favorite football team?
The Dolphins.
Okay.
Miami Dolphins.
Favorite pizza place?
Ooh, there you got me. I don't know.
We're not going.
We're gonna come back
Okay.
to that one.
Your favorite hot dog place?
Our burgers.
Very good.
There
Have
you
did
go.
your son eat there?
He recently, I think it was during that time, had it for the first time.
Well, you tell your son, order a Grant Miller, and pretty soon they're renaming the tater tots to
Tro Tots.
No.
yes.
We're going to have a whole fandango.
Okay, your favorite chicken place. Where do you eat chicken? Favorite place?
Mm.
Go.
Oh my gosh. Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A?
Okay.
There you go.
Favorite place that you go out to eat fish? Go.
No, negative.
You don't eat fish?
Nope.
I don't either. I don't either. Your favorite
Why is he
superhero?
shiny?
Superhero? Superman.
Your favorite place to eat a burger?
Clutch.
Clutch Burger, Steve,
There you
baby.
go.
Steve Bailey.
Okay.
My favorite birthday?
No.
Everyone
Your husband's birthday, go.
is January 10th.
Kids' birthdays, go.
Oh my gosh. June 28th, September 16th, and November 22nd.
You got in-laws?
I have in-laws, yes.
Do you know your mother-in-law?
Yeah.
When?
January 1st.
She's good.
Mm-hmm. New
Really?
Year's Day.
Still. Okay. This is a tough one.
Oh,
Your favorite sushi place?
no, negative.
If you're gonna
Doesn't
ask,
eat it.
if you're gonna ask, it's sushi maki.
I tell you, my
Abe
son loves that
Ing Sushi
He's
Maki.
into ramen. now.
I love sushi.
Your favorite animal? Go.
My favorite, a giraffe.
She's good. All right. In words, not sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving. What does it mean to you? Go. Words.
Oh my God.
Not sentences. Go.
Family,
5 words. Go.
Mhm.
Quicker.
my son's birthday. I remember that. Friends, eating, and vacation.
Love it.
Okay. Now
Those rolled right off.
Now that you're the chairman
Mm-hmm.
of the Greater Miami, Greater Chairman too, Greater Core Gables,
There you go.
Core Gables Chamber. Why is the magic of the mix? Why is it so successful?
Because we have a great community of leaders.
Wow. Did you
She's looking right at you and the Greater Miami Chamber.
Okay.
Killing me, Smalls.
Okay. I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
You know, and this is what happens when you get messy. So I'm
Is it-
excited.
Is it windy in here?
It's windy. So no event this weekend, no Gables thing this week.
No, everything is gearing up now toward the conference. And of course, we're wrapping up the month really focused on sales and retention in the book. So next week, you've got a reconnect on the 4th.
Virtual.
You've got a book club on the 6th. And the following week, you've got our Wind Down Wednesday, Rising Star Wars. And then you've got a women's lunch the following week and Anna's conference.
So we still have to sign up for the conference?
Yes,
Delegate?
please sign up. Please sign up. You got 3 ways you can do it. 1, you can sign up as a full delegate. That's on an early bird rate through Friday. A Friday delegate, which gets you everything other than the Merrick dinner on Thursday. Full delegate, that is available on early bird through Friday. Or you and your company can honor Ron Sheffield with us and do a table of 6, social distancing rules apply, for $1,925, which is the year of our founding.
Wow, pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
All right, you're going to wrap it up? Is that
First of all, I kind of wish we were founded in 2,950, but that's all right. It's great having Anna here with us today. You see that we're in great hands for the future of our chamber. You can't underestimate the value of amazing volunteers who not only give their time, but their talent. And Anna has incredible talent, and we can't wait until she takes the helm. We've really appreciated Brian's leadership this year, but it's always exciting when it's time for that transition. We'll have some new board leaders. We'll have some new committee chairs. And of course, we have over 190 new members that have joined the chamber
That's
just
impressive.
in this last COVID year. And we're looking forward to seeing so many of them at the annual conference, August 19th and 20th at the Biltmore Hotel, presented by Doctors Hospital. Grant, thanks for your partnership. Michael, thanks for your friendship. And to all of our members, thank you for your commitment and trust in us.